Welcome top news today.
Donald Trump wasted no time making himself at home in the White House. His opulent taste is on display throughout 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. $3.4 million was spent renovating the White House in August 2017 while Trump was away for 17 days, according to Architectural Digest. Ahead, see what changes have been made to the White House under Trump's administration. Flags in the Oval Office. Trump has put his own touch on the White House. Alex Wong Getty Images. One of the major changes to the White House is in the Oval Office. After all, this is where Trump spends most of his time. It's no surprise changes would be made to the room. One of the most obvious changes to the Oval Office is the number of flags on display. Trump has military flags in a semicircle around his desk. According to The Atlantic, flags are typically in conference rooms. Next, what Trump changed about the Oval Office immediately after taking office. Gold drapes in the Oval Office. President Obama chose red drapes for his own renovation. Alex Wong Getty Images. Trump's predecessor, President Barack Obama, had red drapes in the Oval Office. Trump swapped out Obama's red drapes for gold drapes. CBS News noted the drapes Trump chose are similar to another president's choice of curtains. Former President Bill Clinton had gold drapes in the Oval Office too. According to Realtor.com, adding gold drapes to the Oval Office was one of Trump's first orders of business when he took office. Next, find out which nation's head of state sits in the Oval Office. More busts. There are busts on most of the flat surfaces of the room. Alex Wong Getty Images. When reporters visited the White House after hours, they didn't see the bust of Martin Luther King Jr. In the Oval Office. Drama ensued, ending with Time publishing a note to readers about the incident. The view of the bust is obscured by a door and an agent. Time says. The Washington Post says Trump added a Winston Churchill bust to the Oval Office and kept the Martin Luther King Jr. bust. Next, Trump chose a decor piece to reflect optimism. The Oval Office got a new rug. The Oval Office is decorated by Trump and Obama shows that a new rug has been placed. Left. Alex Wong Getty Images. Right. Brendan Smilovsky. Pull Getty Images. Trump removed the rug Obama had in the Oval Office. The rug Obama had, referred to as the quote rug by U.S. News and World Report, had famous quotes from notable figures in American history. Now, a rug designed by former First Lady Laura Bush holds its place. The rug features a sunbeam and greenery around the edges, says U.S. News and World Report. Next, which U.S. President Trump looks up to literally. Portrait of Andrew Jackson. The portrait can be seen hanging behind his head. Saul Lobap. Getty Images. From the White House's own art collection, Trump chose a portrait of Andrew Jackson to hang in the Oval Office. The New York Times says Jackson has been invoked by Mr. Trump's aides as inspiration. With this in mind, it's not shocking Trump picked the Jackson portrait to hang honorably in the Oval Office. Next, learn what furniture from the Obama era Trump removed. New couches in Oval Office. The brown corduroy was replaced with damask. Alex Wong Getty Images. Another change Trump made to the Oval Office was new furniture. Trump removed the brown couches used previously by Obama and replaced them with gold couches. Technically, the couches are upholstered with a gold brocade fabric, according to Realtor.com. The updated couches to give the room a fancier feel and evoke feelings of Trump's New York home. Next, a lesser-known room in the White House got a makeover. Renovated. The kitchen in the White House mess. Everything is getting a spruce up. Mandel Nanup. Getty Images. The kitchen in the White House mess was given an update. The White House mess, run by the Navy, is a small dining area in the basement of the White House next to the Situation Room. The room seats around 50 people at a time. These renovations, along with other more structural changes, were part of a 2012 plan, according to Town and Country. Next, Eagles from Maryland have a new home in the White House. Updates to the Roosevelt Room. New carpet and gilded eagle statues are new additions. Alex Wong Getty Images. Gray and white carpeting now covers the floor in the Roosevelt Room, according to How's Beautiful. The same carpet covers the West Wing's lobby floor. One of the biggest changes to the room is the addition of antiques. According to CBS News, two large gilded eagles, acquired by GSA's West Wing historian at a Maryland antique shop, now adorn pedestals in the Roosevelt Room. Next, First Lady Melania Trump will redecorate the second floor of the White House. Redecorating the first family's home. No cameras are allowed in the private residence, so we'll just have to take the word for things. Mandel Nanop. Getty Images. The First Lady hired interior designer Tham Kanalikam to renovate the private residence on the White House's second floor, according to Pop Sugar. In a statement provided to Women's Wear Daily, Kanalikam said, "I am honored by the opportunity to be working with the First Lady to make the White House feel like home." No details have been released yet about Kanalikam's plans for the residence. Next, one of the most costly parts of the renovation is hidden. Updated. A 27-year-old HVAC system. It understandably needed an update. Chipsomode Village. Getty Images. The HVAC system at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is put to work every day. The HVAC system runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. According to a White House spokesperson, this makes the system 81 years old, says Town & Country magazine. CNN says the updates cost $1.965 million and were approved during the Obama administration. Next, where Trump found gold in the White House. Gold walls. Continuing with Trump's love of gold, the dining room walls were transformed to gold. "We found gold behind the walls, which I always knew," Trump told Time. "The walls were finished in 2 days," Trump added. He said, "Remember how hard they worked. They wanted to make me happy." Next, the South Lawn steps were fixed with limestone from this Midwestern state. Repaired steps. It had been over 60 years since the stairs were fixed. Brendan Smilovsky. Up. Getty Images. The South Portico steps were renovated for the first time since the Eisenhower administration. The stairs were repaired with limestone from Indiana, according to CNN. A White House spokesperson told Town & Country the renovations were more out of necessity than cosmetic. According to Town & Country, cracked stairs leading to the South Lawn hadn't been repaired in 64 years. Next, find out which decor item Trump picked himself. New wallpaper. He nixed the striped paper. Alex Wong. Getty Images. Trump handpicked the wallpaper for the Oval Office, according to How's Beautiful. He chose a gray damask print. Previously, the room had yellow striped wallpaper. NBC reported the administration spent $5,000 on wallpaper during renovations. Next, the newest tech addition to Trump's private dining room. A TV in the dining room. Trump starts his day by watching cable news. It's only fitting he would want a TV in his dining room. Unlike his predecessors, who had small televisions in the dining room, Trump went big. Above the fireplace is a flat-screen TV measuring more than 60 inches, according to ABC News. Trump has been photographed sitting at his dining table watching the news. Next, what Trump gifted to the White House. Installed a chandelier. Trump bought a crystal chandelier with his own money, ABC News says. He joked that the chandelier is his contribution to the White House, according to Time. The chandelier hangs above the table in Trump's private dining room. This is another opulent touch added to the White House. Read more. From Martha Washington to Melania Trump. These are the best and worst First Lady portraits ever. Check out the cheat sheet on Facebook.